Hello everyone, I'm Ava Flava.
And I'm Eric Cafferty, owner of the Mecca Gym.
And today we are going to cook you a Thanksgiving feast.
A delicious one.
By making a compound butter, because the secret to a great turkey is a great butter. So I'm going to have my assistant Eric here begin by melting the butter on the stove.
This is a delicious onion, by the way.
Make sure you got medium-high heat. Just toss that butter on in, the whole stick. Beautiful. And then we're going to add our herbs. We have sage, we got some thyme, and we have some fresh bay leaves. And we want that to infuse in the butter. Low and slow will do it. And we also want to zest some fresh lemon zest in there so you get that zing. Perfect technique. Perfect technique. So while the rest of that butter is melting, you just want to cut your vegetables, which is going to go in the bottom of a cast iron skillet. And we picked the natural athlete turkey so that he could fit inside the cast iron skillet.
All natty.
All natty. All right, so just make a little bed of vegetables in there. Nice little even bed. And I'm just quartering the carrot.
Quarter carrot.
Quarter it.
That's a half carrot.
All right, now that we have our nice even bed of vegetables, we're going to take this turkey and lay it to rest, like so. And then Eric is going to generously season the turkey in this light salt and black pepper all over the turkey. And you can also hit some of the vegetables too. Just get it nice and salted.
Just getting it.
Like that.
Getting it.
And we don't necessarily want to put all the herbs in the turkey. So I'm just going to pull them out to the side. You can put a couple bay leaves in here because bay leaves can stand the oven because they're a thicker leaf. And without burning yourself, Eric, you're going to try and get it under the skin inside all this turkey. But try to keep the butter to the turkey and not like on the veg. Yeah.
It's okay. It's not my first time. We're going to separate this skin here a little bit.
Beautiful. Nice little massage.
So turkey massage.
Yeah, I can kind of dump it, and
yeah,
you're just gonna
give me a little dump ski.
It's pretty hot. All right. Beautiful. Just let it hit every area of the turkey. That infused butter.
Oh yeah.
And this turkey already had the neck and cavity removed. But if yours comes with that, obviously take it out first. And if you have some big honking legs on your turkey, you can use butcher's twine to tie the legs together so it stays up in the oven. Perfect. All right, I think she's ready.
Ready?
Ready. So I'll open the oven. We have it at 375, and we're just gonna stick it in there for 2 to 3 hours, or until an internal thermometer reads 165. Now,
P.S. I'm obsessed with brie cheese, just so you know.
that's good.
Obsessed.
Brie cheese is the best cheese.
It is the best cheese.
All right.
The best.
We are going to start by laying down some pretzel crisps. And this is just 3 simple ingredients, so very easy. Oh, but you're going to want them nice, because this is an appetizer, so it's got to be looking. We're going to top it with cheese. So this one I'm going to place down one by one. And I'm going to cut the brie into little slices. All right, and you're just gonna put 1 slice of cheese on every pretzel, and we're gonna dollop it with sugar-free blackberry jam because we gotta save the calories for all the mac and pie and turkey and all the stuff.
That's what's up.
That's the wild crunch.
Brie cheese. It's the best cheese. Don't let anybody tell you any different. It's the best.
Like butter. I need a smaller spoon. Ooh. Can I use this one?
Oh yeah.
All right. And for looks, to make it look like you spent an hour on the appetizer when it's really only 5 minutes, you just get that color contrast, dollop it on. I'm gonna let you finish with the proper spoon.
Proper spoon. Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol spoon.
Paw Patrol spoon. That's what's up.
And there you have an extravagant appetizer. Your guests will go nuts over.
Oh, yes. Absolutely bonkers.
That brie cheese and the blackberry.
Oh. Oh, there we go. Oh, didn't even touch the light.
We're gonna put our pasta.
Pasta noodles, boiling water. Here we go.
The secret is salt in your water in 8 minutes so that it's al dente or still has some crunch to it.
Al dente. We like our noodles with a little bone in it.
Speaking of bone.
Speaking of bone.
Today we're adding chicken sausage to the mac and cheese. You want to make sure your pan is preheated hot so that when you add the chicken sausage, it sizzles. And Eric is going to show us how to cut it on a bias so that it looks like you're a 5-star chef because you got that bias cut. Beautiful.
Boom.
Awesome. Alright, it's ready. You can throw it all in at once.
Boom.
Ready for the sizzle.
That sizzle. Get a little brown caramelize. Ooh, getting wild. Getting wild.
Yeah, that looks good. So the chicken sausage is already cooked. We're just doing this step so we get some caramelization. Makes it taste better.
Special Ava flavor.
While he's finishing up the chicken sausage, we're going to start on the mac sauce. The secret to a good mac sauce is a roux. A roux is equal parts flour and butter, and it's what makes your sauce thick. So you want to melt the butter before you add the flour so the flour won't burn. Alright, so now that the butter is melted, you're just going to add the flour in and make it a smooth paste. And the longer you cook it, the more flavor develops. You can cook it till it's brown, but for mac and cheese, it's best to cook it for only about 2 minutes. Just golden brown. And then to the roux, we're going to add a little bit of white pepper. White pepper is pretty strong, so you don't want to do too much. And then Eric's going to add a little bit of dry mustard, just a pinch. Yeah, that's good. I would do double that.
Double.
And we're going to gradually be stirring in the milk. You want to do it gradually or the roux will clump up and it will not be cool. See how it thickens each little pour you do? Alright, and while I'm adding in the milk, Eric's going to do about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Yeah, beautiful.
Sounds about right.
He's also going to do a smidgen of paprika.
Smidgen.
Smidgen.
That's a very specific measurement. Smidgen.
Wow, yes. Yes. Did you see how he tapped his finger there? That was perfect.
Cool.
Okay. So now we can add all the milk. Just to sum that up, we got white pepper, dry mustard, paprika, milk, and Worcestershire sauce. And once the milk gets nice and hot, you're going to add 8 ounces of shredded cheese.
Cheese.
Sharp cheddar has the best flavor.
Sharp cheddar.
Or white cheddar, one of the two.
This is not a dairy-free Thanksgiving.
No. Okay. Eric, do you want to check the pasta and see how we're looking? Alright, and then when the mac sauce just about boils, that's when all the cheese will be melted. And we'll turn it off the heat and add in our secret protein ingredient, which is non-fat Greek yogurt. Put in a good cup of non-fat yogurt.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Into that, we're going to add a pinch of salt.
Bam.
And he's going to fold it in ever so slightly with the tool.
Spatula action. Tooling it up.
Alright, then he's going to pour the drained noodles into the mac sauce. Ooh, just fit. Alright.
Like a tight squeeze.
And if you could fold that together. Awesome. Beautiful. And then he's going to add it to our avocado oil seasoned pan. Beautiful. Then he's gonna, well, what would you prefer? Cheese on the bottom and the meat on top to get extra brown, or meat here, cheese on top to get brown? You go either way.
Don't you just make a meat sandwich?
Mhm.
Extra cheese? I mean, come on. This is all
I think
about
we should go
Gainsgiving.
Cheese, meat, cheese.
Yeah.
So I think you should lay down the chicken sausage. Yep, if it's not too hot.
Oh, yeah.
And make sure that nice brown side is up.
Oh, yeah. Is this how it's done right here?
Yeah, and just scatter them. Scatter them in the field wherever they may lay.
Some great care taken. You got to have the best ratio possible of meat and protein to carbohydrates. It's essential for building as much muscle as possible, or in this case, having as many Gainsgiving feel goods in your stomach.
Yes. See, I would have just thrown them all on top, but do you see how he places each piece with care?
Tender love. and
That
care.
is what Thanksgiving is all about.
That's right.
All right, I'm gonna follow him with the Parmesan cheese just for extra, you know, cheese and crunch. You know what? We're just gonna eat a whole bag.
Yeah, getting it.
All right, that will go in the oven just until the cheese melts and turns golden brown. That was the left oven.
Boom.
We'll start the cranberry sauce. Oops, nope. All right, Eric, if you could add the cranberries in. Fresh cranberries.
Fresh. The freshest.
And then we're gonna do some orange juice because orange and cranberry, we don't know why, it's just like peanut butter and chocolate. It's just the best pair ever. And then you're gonna give it some fresh zest. I think that'll do it. And then we're gonna put a lid on so that the water doesn't evaporate and it just kind of cooks down the cranberries. Science. Now, while the cranberry sauce comes to a boil, we're gonna make a slurry. A slurry is cornstarch and water, and you mix it on the side because if you add cornstarch directly to heat, it will not work. It will turn to a clump. So Eric is going to mix the cornstarch into the water and create the slurry.
All at once here?
Yeah, you just mix it together. Beautiful.
Slurry. Slurry in.
Beautiful. And then when the cranberry is just about to boil, which looks like now, we can mix in the slurry. So you're just going to want to stir it with a spoon as you add it in. Awesome. And that's going to help thicken it. See how thick that slurry made it? Just gonna cook down the cranberries and then blend it together at the end. Turn off the heat. And we're not gonna add it piping hot to the blender. So, Eric, what do you think? Do you want a little stevia in here?
Yeah, I like it sweet.
Sweet. Add some stevia. Perfect. I think that's good. That'll do.
Boom. Oh yeah. Okay.
This will be a good useful tool.
All right. Supervising.
Yep.
Pouring.
Steamy dreamy.
Gotta get every last bit. Boom.
All right.
Lid on.
Thick.
Thick.
Now you gotta show it to the camera. That's some thick cranberry sauce.
Thicker than a Snicker. Rinsing those chemicals off the apples.
Okay, so what we are gonna make right now is a Dutch apple pie. Dutch because it's the best, because the Dutch put a crumble topping on, and you can't have apple pie without a crumble topping. Okay. So,
Show us how it's done.
Eric, you're gonna be doing this too. So we're gonna start by halving the apple, and then quartering the apple. And you basically just want to get the stem and the seeds out. Okay? Don't cut yourself.
Look at them nails.
Yeah, it's kind of hard with nails. Okay. Stems out. And then Eric's going to follow me and slice it nice and thin like he did the chicken sausage. Like, not too thin because it's going to cook down, but like, you know, thin little slices. Beautiful.
You always gotta test. Oh, yeah.
Is it tart enough? Does it make the cut?
Oh, it made the cut.
All right. Load it on in.
Boom.
All right. To the apples, we're going to add a little bit of lemon juice because it helps prevent oxidation. Not that it matters because it's getting baked, but it will also help with flavor. I'm also going to throw in some brown sugar, some cornstarch, because this will help it thicken, and lastly, some cinnamon. So Eric is going to mix this with his hands, get it all nice and mixed up, and I'm going to heat up a pan on the stove. Beautiful. We have pre-made crust today, but if someone in your family has serious crust making skills, definitely go the homemade route. Because it's better. All right.
Bam.
Now that it's mixed, we're going to add it to the hot pot and thicken it up.
Thicken it up.
Alright, and while I'm cooking this down, Eric is going to make the crumble topping. Are your hands still dirty? Well, they're going to get dirty again. So we have butter that is cubed up.
Butter.
It's better to be cold. To the butter, we're going to add brown sugar. We're going to add oats, quick oats. And then we're going to add some flour. And he's just going to crumble it up into a crumble. And that is our topping for the apple pie.
Hmm.
We're going to add a little bit of water to the apple filling to help it cook down a little bit more and soften. Alright, so now that it's thicker in here, we're going to add it to the pie crust. Okay. Caliente. Okay. Into the pie crust we go. And then Eric's going to follow with his crumble topping and try and break it up when you put it on so that it's evenly distributed. Beautiful.
Don't mind that. We're good.
Beautiful. Then we're going to put it in a 375-degree oven until the crust is golden brown and the topping is golden brown. Yeah, you can see the mac and cheese looking good. I would say about 5 more minutes on that. My senses are telling me that our apple pie is done. We might just broil the tops a little bit so it gets a little more brown, just like we did to the mac. So I'm moving it up a shelf, and we're going to broil it. The broil just made it a little more golden, which is what we like.
Oh yeah.